Ladies and gentlemen, boys and girls, what is up? It's your host with the most entertaining people like you from coast to coast, Waveman Mike, and we're back for another video. Stay tuned. Alright, ladies and gentlemen, in today's video, I'm going to be going over some products that you can be using for your 360 waves. And I'm not saying these are the best products for 360 waves. They're definitely not the worst because I wouldn't be recommending them, but this is like a general list of products that you can use for your 360 waves. I keep getting people in my comment section and in my DMs asking me what products they can use for their waves. And rather than having to type that all out over and over again, I'll just make a video. That way I can just leave a link to it whenever somebody else has that question. I think that just makes a little bit more sense. Work smarter, not harder. And you can find these products just about anywhere. You can find them in Target, Walmart, CVS, even online. Hey, maybe I'll even leave them linked down below in the description or in the products section. So go below, click the little tab that says products, and you can buy them right here, right on YouTube. It just makes it a little bit easier on you. Sound good? Matter of fact, if it sounds good, go leave a comment right now. Go comment. It sounds good. All right, cool. Hey, but listen, before we get this video started, I want you and everyone else to go press the like button. Literally, it only takes 1 second. Like, why wouldn't you do it? I'm gonna spend like 30 minutes recording this video and then like another 4 hours editing it. The least you can do is spend 1 second liking it. I mean, it could have been done already. Just go do it. Cool, cool. Also, if you have 360 waves or you want 360 waves, you better go subscribe right now. You already took one step in the right direction by watching this video. Now all you gotta do is watch all the rest of my videos. That goes for my old videos and my new videos to come. And the only way you're gonna get notified for that is if you go subscribe right now and you go turn on the notification bell. You got that? Perfect. Now that we got that out the way, let's get this video started. Wait, first I do wanna say one thing. I'm not gonna be going over like shampoos and oils. This is more for just like butters, moisturizers, pomades, stuff like that. Maybe I might do a video in the future on different oils and shampoos that you can use. I don't know yet. It just depends if people actually watch this video. Because if you do, why wouldn't I make another video? But if you don't, why would I spend time watching something or making something that you guys aren't even gonna watch, right? Does that make sense? I know it makes sense. And I know you know it makes sense too. Okay, so let's start with pomade. One that I'm almost sure you've heard of before is Murray's pomade. You can find this stuff everywhere. On Amazon and CVS, Target, Walmart, pretty much anywhere that sells any type of hair product, you can find Murray's pomade there. Murray's pomade is one of those thicker products. It's really good for holding your hair in place. Some people may or may not like it just because it's an unnatural product, so it doesn't use all natural ingredients. Personally, I don't really care because it works just that well. If you're a beginner and you got a little bit more hair on your head, Murray's pomade might be perfect for you. Seriously, this stuff is great for hold. Even now, I still use it. I really don't care because if it works, it works. And some people might say, oh, you shouldn't use it because it's an unnatural product. Listen, at least for right now, it really doesn't matter. I mean, if you're using it for like 30 years straight every single day, all right, you might have a problem. You're probably gonna get some buildup. Probably not the best product to use every day either. I mean, you shouldn't really be using any product every day, but definitely not this one. But for when you do use it, it's gonna work. Like, I've been using it for so long that I can just say it works for me at least. And I think it will work for you. The best part about it is it's pretty inexpensive. You're not gonna break your neck or break your wallet trying to buy Murray's pomade. There are some expensive products out there. Murray's pomade is not one of those expensive products. Another pomade you can use that's really good, especially for beginners, is 360 style pomade. It comes in a blue little container. By the way, I didn't mention this. Murray's comes in an orange container. But yeah, 360 style pomade. Disclaimer, it does have S-curl on the container. But I know what you're thinking. This is not a hair texturizer. It is made by the same company, but it's not a texturizer, trust me. So you don't have to worry about people talking about you're using a kit or anything like that. This is not a kit. It's a regular pomade, just like every other pomade I'm gonna mention in this video. But yeah, 360 style pomade is also one of the heavier products, but it's definitely not as heavy and as thick as Murray's. The 360 style pomade is really good for those occasions where you need hold, but you don't need like an extremely heavy product like Murray's. I'm saying that like Murray's is like some type of extremely thick gel or wax or something. It's not that thick, but it's thick enough. Really, there's just different products for different occasions. 360 style is really when you need hold, but you don't need it to be super held down. I hope that makes sense because now that I'm hearing it, It makes sense, but it doesn't make sense. If it makes sense to you, go leave a comment down below saying it makes sense. I just want to see if people are understanding what I'm trying to say. And this is another one of those products that you can find in just about any store. And just like the Murray's, this one is pretty inexpensive as well. It's only going to cost you a few bucks. The next pomade that you can use is called Dax. You can also find this one in stores too. And it's also not that expensive. But my favorite thing about Dax is they have different levels. I know, for example, I had an orange one, a red one, a blue one, and they were all different levels of hold. They got light hold, medium hold, and maximum hold. Then you can also get different levels of shine too. So maybe you want hold, but you don't want it to be extremely shiny. Maybe you don't want that much hold, but you do want it to be extremely shiny. It's really up to you. You can decide which level you go for. And that's why I like it. And then speaking of pomades that you can get different levels for, there's another one called Sportin' Waves. You can also get that one with light hold, medium hold, maximum hold. I actually just recently bought some for the first time. When I say recently, I mean relative. I've been waving for like almost 10 years now. So I mean like probably like 2 years ago. I don't know how long it's been. But anyway, Sportin' Waves, it works too. It's also not gonna break your wallet. And you can also find it online. You can also find it in stores. Pretty easy to find, pretty easy to get. I'd say 360 style pomade and Sportin' Waves pomade are pretty similar. They're like a similar consistency. They come in a similar container and they're like similar prices too. If I had to pick one of these pomades as my favorite, that actually would be pretty hard to do, but I would say Murray's. Only because there might be some situations where I'm wolfing a little heavier and I need that extra hold. Murray's is gonna provide that hold. And if I have a shorter haircut, I can just get a real light coating of it and still use it. It's just a good all-around pomade. So next up, let's move on to moisturizers. One of the moisturizers I use all the time is Shea Moisture Curl Enhancer Smoothie. I know some people don't like it. I really don't even remember why people didn't like it for a while. But personally, I just enjoy using it. Why? Because it's easy to find. You can find it just about anywhere. It's not too expensive. It's definitely not as cheap as some of those pomades I mentioned, but it's not gonna be like 60 bucks. You know what I mean? And from my experience, it works well enough. Is it the best moisturizer out there? No. There are some seriously good moisturizers out there. Do I have them? Most of the time, no, not anymore. Just because those really good ones are usually pretty expensive. And to be honest, I'm kind of cheap, so I don't like to spend money on things that I know I can get for a lesser amount of money. Maybe not to the same level, but at least similar. I'm gonna be honest, I've heard rumors that Shea Moisture can actually dry your hair out more than it moisturizes it, but I personally have not experienced that. I don't know, maybe you have. If you have, go leave it in the comment section too. I just wanna see what people's experiences are. And I'm sure everybody else reading the comments wanna know too. You know, I always say stuff like this and people never actually do it. I tell you guys to go comment. You're probably watching right now and leave a single comment, and you probably, I just dropped my phone. What I was saying is you probably are watching right now, you haven't left a comment, and you probably won't. Why? Anyway, I don't want to get too far off topic. I don't really have that many moisturizers that I can mention. I know there's a few good ones out there, but I just haven't used too many moisturizers. And I have a hard time recommending stuff that I haven't used myself, because how do I know that it really works if I haven't tried it? And then why would I recommend it to y'all when I don't even know if it works? I mean, I can see other people saying that it works, but I still just want to give it a try myself. You know what I mean? I'm sure y'all feel the same way. You know something else that people say is good to put in your hair, but I just don't do it? Vaseline. Yeah, I know, you weren't expecting that. I should have said that from the beginning. Vaseline is a brand. The product is petroleum jelly, but the brand that everybody uses is Vaseline. Anyway, that's also off topic. People say there's benefits of putting petroleum jelly in your hair. Honestly, I made a video on me putting petroleum jelly in my hair, but this was like years ago. I'm gonna take this and I'm gonna rub it in my hands. Whatever, I'm gonna just go ahead and get more. This is a lot. I don't care. There we go. Odds are you probably haven't even seen that video. How do I know? Because people really didn't even watch it. I spent a whole bunch of time making that video and like nobody watched it. Scratch that. I just searched the video up. It has 120,000 views. That's not too bad. I mean, it was 4 years ago, but that's still not too bad. I don't know why I thought it only had like 2,000 views or something like that. If you want to watch that video, maybe I'll leave it linked down below. I don't know yet. I probably won't even remember. If you leave a comment down below reminding me, I probably will, see that and give you the link to it. But yeah, I know some people don't have access to all the different products, and you're probably putting petroleum jelly in your hair. Maybe you're still a kid, you don't have any money, you're just using whatever's in the house. So that's why I decided to include it in this video. Would I personally use it in my hair? No, but that's really just because I have access to these other products. I'm sure if I lived somewhere where I didn't have access to those products, I would just use whatever I could. I've seen people put eggs in their hair, sweet potatoes, strawberries, and petroleum jelly. Of those, petroleum jelly is probably like the most normal to use. And if that's all you can use, then that's all you can use. Listen, this is all the products I'm gonna mention in this video. I can go on and on just listing products, but am I gonna do that? No, because this video will be hours long. And I know you don't feel like watching that, because I don't feel like recording that. And I definitely don't feel like editing that. But what I am gonna edit is what you've already watched. It's probably gonna take me like 4 hours, which is why I said, come on, just spend 1 second pressing the like button. It's not that hard. Literally, the time I start this sentence right here to the time I say the word this or that, you could have done it in that time right there. It could have been done, and it still could have been done right now. It's not too late. It's never too late. Not unless you click off the video. But then I guess it still wouldn't be too late because you can come back. Listen, if you're watching this video right now at home, kudos to you. You're taking the first step to getting the right products. What I need you to do is go online, search these products up, order them. Actually, you don't even have to search them up. Like I said, there's going to be a little tab below this video or to the side of this video. I don't know where it's going to pop up, but it's going to be titled products. Click that. It'll take you exactly where you need to go to get these products. You can buy them right here from YouTube on this video. That just seems like the most helpful way that I can get these over to you. Would you agree? Cool. But this is the end of the video. If they ask you who I am, I'm Waveman Mike. So subscribe, drop a comment, and don't forget to like. Enjoy your day.